Hey guys, it's me again, Mommy Gaming, and for today I want to try something different than a free match. Actually, I've already stockpiled a lot of free match videos, but it's essentially the same thing. So for today, I just want to talk about my favorite class in the whole world, archers. Archers range in general. So I plan for this to be a series. I will be talking about all archers, subclass or main class included, and we'll start from UR to SR, and they all have their perks. Now, for starters, I want to talk about what archers are, because the meta right now is like one-hit kill characters, burst glass cannon damage characters, but archers are not like that. Archers are mainly long distance damagers that damage, of course, puts the HP of the enemy down a notch. So when they do come closer, your melees can take them out with ease. So at a distance, you damage them already, like chop off their HP in half, or even tanks a little bit, so that when they do come closer, your melee can deal with them much easier compared to not having a ranged character. And another benefit of having an archer is that other characters like mages, archers, thieves, soldiers, anything that's low HP, low def related is going to be wary about moving and going forward towards your team. They're going to be cautious. Well, if they're not AI, of course. For AI, archers are there for fire support, because generally AI don't think about tactics and whatever. So yeah, so that's what archers are. If you're expecting they're going to be glass cannon damages like Mediana, for example, that's not going to be the case. Mediana's there for a different purpose. Mages are there for a different purpose, and so does archers. And I think there's a mismatch between expectation and what they are actually for in the current meta of the game. So of course, we're gonna start with my favorite UR character so far. It's Fredericka. So my Fredericka is kind of there, almost complete, but not entirely, because I have to still limit break her a lot. I have 2 more to go, so I'm going to discuss her stats first. So as you can see, she's very high on dex, luck, and she's actually a very fast character. So she's very fast because of both the ninja and the gunner sub. I think the gunner sub and the ninja sub provides agi for the character. Same with the thief. Ninja, gunner, thief adds I think also time mage, I'm not sure, adds agi stats, and the fact that she has 2 of those makes her a very agile character. So as you can see, she has gunner, bow, and ninja, as I've discussed. So what are the benefits of those? First of all, having a gunner and bow in the same character means she has higher range compared to other characters. The only other character that has bow and gunner sub is Fina. Fredericka and Fina have higher ranges compared to the current archers in this game. We have Curry, and I think Lart, I don't know how to say her name, and other sub archer characters. They have the highest range just because they have the gunner sub, the ranger sub. So besides that, you also have like two. In the case of Fredericka, she can achieve. No, she's actually the same with Fina, because both of them has plus. You can upgrade the range to +3, because Fredericka has Ranger, Lore, and Concentrate. Concentrate comes from the Gunner sub, and then Ranger Lore comes from the Gunner, and the Ranger Lore comes from the Archer sub. So you can +3 her, but in my case, I use Missile Mastery, and Concentrate, so I only have +2. So I think those are the most notable things about her, is that she's really fast because of the Gunner and Ninja sub, and she has really far range compared to the other archers, except for Fina, because they're almost the same because of the Gunner and Bow sub. So that's her advantage compared to them. She has high accuracy. Actually, all archers have high accuracy. So yeah. That's what's notable overall about her abilities. So, I mean stats. So moving on. These are her abilities. So she has a pretty offensive focused abilities. She lacks or really there's no support or no there's not much self-buff, adaptability, skills. She's a very offensive character. And her offense, having the Archer sub. So let's talk about the Archer sub, or the Gunner first. Her main class. So the Gunner, as you know, can hit far into the field, but can be obstructed by terrain. Like for example, the columns in the arena or other things like that. So they can hit fast, but if their line of sight is blocked, they're essentially not going to do anything. So that's how Gunner works. They hit far and their line of sight can be blocked. The Archer, on the other hand, has very high range. Cannot be blocked by terrain, but a lot of their skills, not a lot, their high damaging skills needs to be charged. So that's the downside, the charging of the skills. But to be honest, if Fredericka was a normal archer, her downside would be that archers generally have less range compared to gunners. So if you're going to compare Curry to Raryu right now, Raryu has longer range compared to Curry. So, but Fredericka bypasses that by having the gunner sub concentrate right here. So, yeah. I always use the archer sub when going into match battles, just because a lot of the players now hide behind the columns, hide behind other things. And if I'm going to arena, which the AI usually doesn't think about hiding, I would use gunner sub instead, because it's more, I don't know, it's more far reaching and less charging. For her ninja sub though, I haven't tried playing around with her ninja sub, but I think it's also a feasible sub, depends on the situation. imagine a Fredericka with like a Shukuchi, and like Shadowrunner. This with Shadowrunner, Fredericka is to be, you know, going to be really fast. I think Max Shukuchi, I don't know how it is, but for Thief Lore, I think my Ziza got like +6, so imagine 68 or even more higher agi value for her, which means she's very fast, she can move around a lot, and she can hit people from a distance. So I think this is good for maps that have a lot of ground to cover for her. A plain map without much terrain, and then she can move fast, and maybe, I don't know, I'm just imagining it, and it seems awesome, but I haven't played around with it yet. I think both her subs are good offensive classes, but the downside of her is because she lacks self-buff skills. Her passive skill set is more range and damage oriented. AP management for her has been a challenge. You really have to make sure that you don't miss and you utilize her skills as much, because AP management is an issue with her. She loses AP fast, and she lacks the self-buff skills to pump up her AP. Because right now, if you choose a subclass, maybe for the gunner subclass, you only have two what's the word? Two buffs that you can use, like council and yeah. So as I've said, archers are not supposed to be nookers. They're supposed to snipe the low HP ones far away. But if you're faced with tanky characters, you'll be burning down your AP quickly trying to take him down. That's why I rarely try to take down a very tanky character with Fredericka, because it's gonna be a waste of AP. Because they have resistances like heck. So AP management is an issue with her, because you start very low AP and you have to build it up. So that's my issue with her. So yeah, she's very evasion and attack focused. She's there to probably really snipe out the ones at the back, and she, compared to other archers, I think she deals more, of course she's a UR, so she deals more firepower. If other archers, like let's say Fina, Leard, and Curry, probably cannot take down Stern in one hit, she can. Or any other tanky characters like possible Ziza with an HP up, she can, but the other characters cannot. But you know, Fina probably can too. She can, technically the closest character right now to her in terms of her range would be Fina, because Fina has a +3 range. The downside is she's really weak on attack power, because she's a mage. She's a mage. She's not, you can see here that she's even as a mage, she's pretty weak. She's a support, a main support with an offensive mage capabilities. So overall, her branding is support. But yeah, I plan to build her because I will reserve that for another video. Imagine, she's a ranged mage, attacker, healer type. She's 3 things at once. If somehow you get her strong enough to actually do a decent amount of damage, she can take down tanks. She can help taking down with tanks. She can help take down, you know, weak characters. She can help heal. But yeah, I'll reserve that for another video. So really, she's a very offensive focused character with a little AP management issues. Her TMR, it's not probably good for certain situations, but it's not as good as other TMRs out there. So yeah, I think that's it for her. I've talked about her too much already. So if you have any questions about Fredericka, please leave a comment. I'll try to answer it the best I can. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And thank you for tuning in once again. I'll probably be uploading a free match next. Who knows? And for our next video, we're gonna talk about Fredericka. Not as a cheer slave, but you know, theorize on